up guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a review and demo on the Stila Aqua Glow Serum Concealer. So I was pretty pumped about this concealer because I have the foundation and I love this foundation. I did a review on this foundation I think maybe about 2 weeks ago, so if you're curious I'll pop that in the bottom so you guys can check that out. But a little bit of update on the foundation first. I thought that the shade that I have, which is deep, which is dark, I thought this was the deepest shade, but it is not. There's one that's deeper and it's called Deep, but the only thing about that one is if you're warm, it's going to make you look very, very ashy. I don't think it's a good shade, period, because I was looking at it and just swatched off just very ashy and just it was cool tone. It was very, very cool tone. So I mean, unless you're neutral or you do have cooler tones, it'll work for you, but I just don't really see that working for too many black women, honestly. But I mean, hey, you never know. But there's another shade, Deep, and also I was a little bit of a dum-dum when I was doing this. When I took the top off, I just kind of went like this and was putting it on my hand. Didn't realize till after the fact that this little button right here is a dropper. So it is a dropper foundation, hence to it being a serum, duh. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to explain first how I like to use this. The one con that I do have about this concealer is that this is the deepest shade, which is Deep. The Deep matches my skin tone to a T, like perfect. Well, it matches my skin tone really, really well, and I do know once the summertime rolls around, it's really going to match it perfectly because this is warmer. And then the other thing is, if you're my skin tone or darker, and you want to find a concealer in this brand, with this line to highlight, you won't find it because the shade that's lighter than this is, I think it's tan or tan deep. Anyway, it is way too light. So just for reference, if you're trying to figure out what skin tones will work for you, let me see some references. For my concealer for highlighting, I use NC45 in MAC. In MAC Matchmaster, because I don't use Studio Fix Fluid, I use Matchmaster. I'm an 8.0 in that one. And then for the MAC Studio Fix Powder here, I am NW43. So I know a lot of people are familiar with MAC, so hopefully that helps. In the Maybelline Matte and Poreless, I'm Coconut 355, so a few little shades there so you can kind of gauge what shades you may be. But because this is so close to my skin tone, this is not going to highlight or anything. I like to use this when I'm just wearing powder. So this will definitely be a go-to for the summertime. In the summertime, I normally stick with more powders anyway because I am oily. And the reason why I'm saying that I would use this with powder is just simply because if you're looking for me, I don't really highlight too often unless I'm going out. But what I do is I color correct, and then once I color correct, I don't have to use a concealer unless I want to highlight. Like I said, this won't highlight, so there's really no point in me color correcting, putting on my foundation, and then just slapping this up there. It's not going to do anything because, like I said, it's going to blend in with my skin tone. And of course, the more things you pack on your face, especially under your eyes, the cakier it gets. So we're going to go ahead and start. First, I am going to color correct. I hydrated my skin with the Instant Natural Hydrogel Cream. I'll have a review on that coming soon. That stuff was a bomb. If you haven't heard of it, you need to pick some up, especially if you are an oily girl like myself, oily combination. It's hard to find a moisturizer for that skin type, and that's a good one. And same thing, again, I am an affiliate with Kate House. And so if you go to the site, you can get any shade of the LA Girl Pro Concealer there. I think it's like $2.49, so you can definitely check that out. These are perfect. And also, everybody, this isn't just for, brown girls, women of color, everyone should color correct. Color correcting makes your life so much easier. That is probably the best thing that I feel I started doing once I started color correcting. I didn't have to use concealer, which is awesome because, like I said, the more things you pack on, the more difficult it can be sometimes to not get cakey. So I'm just really pressing this in here. Alright, let's talk about the packaging first. I'm not really one of those people that's like, oh my gosh, the packaging has to be X, Y, and Z. I don't really care too much about the packaging unless it's a crappy packaging and my product is leaking out, but I care about what's inside. So here's what it looks like. Gold, you know, the Aqua Glow formula, and then you just kind of squeeze it out. I will tell you that less is more. I think the one thing that really drew my attention to this concealer is that it has hyaluronic acid in it, and that's just for plumping. So if you have fine lines or anything, it's really going to help plump the skin. So I've been applying this with my finger, and a little bit goes a long way. So I'm going to squeeze some out here. We'll try. Oh, there it is. Okay. So you can see that's, I mean, you can't really highlight with that, and that's honestly way too much, but we're gonna roll with it. And it is because it says Aqua Glow, I thought it was gonna be dewy, but it's not dewy. It's actually a semi-matte finish, and it's very, very fine. It's not thick. It goes on very easily. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. And so see, that's gonna blend in with my skin. So I was a little upset with Stila, and then I was just like, there's no, you know, you need an in-between shade. And this is definitely not dark enough, you know. As far as shade range, just gonna go for the brown girls, but you know how that goes. And I guess it does kind of give off a little bit of a glow. You can see a difference here. This side has it on, and this side does not. So you can kind of gauge and see color correcting. Like I told you, no matter what shade you are, how fair you are, how deep you are, color correcting will change your life. And it'll make your foundation and concealing routine so much easier. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. I really like that this is a very light concealer. It's not runny, but it's not super thick, and it's very, very easy to blend. I don't use a beauty blender or anything with this, just simply because it is more of a serum, and I feel like the beauty blender will really swallow up a lot of the product, but just to clean up the excess, like around the edges, I would do that. But you can just use your finger, and I found anyway with concealer, it's just best to use your finger so you can pat it in, because your finger is going to warm up the product for you. And that's it. So I'll get up close so you can see it is glowy. I feel like with this product, you're going to go less is more. It is a serum, however, I do feel like how it dries, it can definitely settle a little bit, but as it starts drying, I just kind of pat some more. So if you're someone that does have quite a bit fine lines under your eyes, just be, you know, just be mindful of that. But I do like the finish. I do like the shade. Again, this is something that I would throw on in the summertime with my powder and go on out the door. I'm just going to go ahead and finish up the rest of my face here. I'm going to use the Sacha Buttercup powder to set and put on a little blush, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is the completed look for the Stila Aqua Glow Serum Concealer. So what I did was I set the rest of my face with the Sacha Buttercup powder. I put on a little bit of contour with my X shade and Hollow, and a little bit of blush. So that's pretty much it. Like I said, this concealer is not going to get you highlighted if you're my shade or darker. It's gonna pretty much blend in with your skin. So I recommend using this like on a quick day if you're just going to do powder foundation and you're not trying to highlight anything. This is really good. Careful, just depending on your skin type, you might. Well, no, see, I feel like I'm not settling anymore. Be sure to set this with the powder. If you do not, you should always set your concealer with the powder regardless. But if you do not set this, I can guarantee you, girl, you are going to have a very creasy, jacked up mess, and it will not look good. So that is it. I hope you guys like this video. Please like, please watch, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. To everyone that has subscribed, thank you for rocking with me. I'm going to bring in you guys some hair tutorials soon, just on how I style my pixie, because I'm having some awkward hair days here. I really want to chop off all my hair, but anyhow, more hair tutorials. I have 2 more product reviews and another Valentine's Day look. Once March kicks in, probably the first half of March. You won't really see too many videos from me just simply because I move at the very end of February. So y'all know how moving is. It's stressful trying to get everything in and then trying to get my beauty room set up. So I will definitely make sure I keep it flowing through February, and then March I'm just going to take a little bit of a break so I can make sure everything is good to go. So thank you guys for watching. Don't leave me anything mean because you know I don't play that. And that's it. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one. Peace.